After being eliminated early from the Champions League and performing well below expectations in the Premier League, the team will certainly need major changes. In this video, you'll see the names of the players who could be leaving Guardiola's squad. This season has felt like the end of an era at Manchester City. Many players who once performed at a high level for this team, lifted multiple trophies, and dazzled the football world with their style of play are now in a different phase. Many of them are no longer playing at the same level, nor do they have the same physical conditions, which will undoubtedly impact City's squad planning for the next season. Guardiola and the board have already realized that it's time for a rebuild. Players who have been extremely successful in recent years will say goodbye to the club to make room for younger talents as City looks to start a new winning era. The club has already hinted at what this rebuild will look like in the last transfer window when they signed Vitor Rice and Kuzanov. The vision for the future is to rejuvenate this team, which has already been incredibly successful and dominant. Starting with the defensive system, one name expected to be negotiated next season is a Brazilian, goalkeeper Ederson. This season has been far from his best at City, quite the opposite. He has been inconsistent and has made some mistakes that were uncommon for him. In fact, at certain points this season, he even lost his starting spot to Ortega. Just to give you an idea, Ederson has played 26 matches this season, and in only 6 of them did he keep a clean sheet. This is largely due to City's defensive system experiencing a significant drop in performance. He is now 31 years old and has a contract until 2026. During the last summer transfer window, in mid-2024, some Saudi Arabian clubs expressed interest in signing him. Moving on to the defense, a longtime City player could be on his way out as the club looks to refresh its backline with the arrivals of Vitor Rice and Kuzanov. That player is John Stones. The 30-year-old center-back has been one of Guardiola's most trusted men, often playing as both a defender and a hybrid defensive midfielder. However, it seems his time at the club is also coming to an end, and he is expected to be sold. Stones has played 20 matches this season, scoring 3 goals and providing 2 assists. Closing out the defensive departures, another name set to leave and not return to City is right-back Kyle Walker, who was once considered the best fullback in the world by many. Known for his physical presence and speed, Walker's performances have declined significantly this season. So much so that, in the last mid-season transfer window, he was loaned to AC Milan, and the expectation is that he won't return to City. The club's plan is to sell him to Milan at the end of the season. In midfield, the first player on the list is Mateo Kovacic, the 30-year-old Croatian midfielder who still has a long contract until 2027. However, the club wants to rejuvenate the squad and no longer sees him as part of its plans. He has played 30 matches this season, scoring 5 goals and providing 1 assist. You might remember that he was signed right after City won the Champions League to take on Gundogan's role, but he never reached the same level. The next name is a player who has done it all under Guardiola, playing both in midfield and attack, Bernardo Silva. He has always been Guardiola's utility man, but at 30 years old, he is also on the release list. He remains highly sought after, having previously been linked with Barcelona and PSG. This season, Bernardo has 3 goals and 4 assists in 35 matches, but his performances have noticeably declined. Now, regarding the players who will leave for free, starting with İlkay Gundogan. In his first stint at City, he was a key player, joining the club in 2016 and becoming a leader in recent years, scoring crucial goals and serving as the team captain. Now 34 years old, he has only 2 goals and 2 assists in 35 matches this season. His contract runs until the end of the season, but City has no plans to renew it. The same situation applies to Kevin De Bruyne, one of Manchester City's biggest icons in recent seasons. He has broken assist records in the Premier League, but at 33 years old and with a contract only until the end of the season, his departure is becoming more likely. There have been long-standing rumors that he could move to Saudi Arabia, with Al Nassr, Cristiano Ronaldo's club, reportedly interested in signing him. Finally, in attack, the only player City is considering offloading is Jack Grealish. The 29-year-old Englishman still has a contract until 2027, but he is no longer in the club's plans. His performances have declined significantly compared to last season, and he has struggled to find a place in the team, which now has options like Doku, Foden, and Savinho. This season, Grealish has only 2 goals and 5 assists in 24 matches. Now I want to hear from you. Among the names on City's release list, who would you sell or let go? And who would you keep for a second chance? Drop your thoughts in the comments.